quickly surprised and just as quickly dispatched, a strange, dread wisp appeared before the heroes with its baleful light. The Lady's Whisper continued its mysterious and unexplained guidance through the initiate trials, through hallways with briny, swampy basins and more baleful light, down deeper into the temple, the purpose for which the vaults and the gauntlet were once built. The heroes were then sent to another room, this one containing a rare representation of Nimbeloth carved in stone. At their backs, a green glow appeared through a multitude of arrow slits, and they were set upon by specters. Blocking the path and the view of their spectral blowguns with clever magic, the heroes faced down one of the two sets of incorporeal poisoners, putting the room to rest from its ghostly rage. Unsure what to do other than press forward, the heroes entered another small room meant for bathing. No doubt another part of the constant ritual testing of the temple's hopefuls. Pressing on again, they found something of great value, a final teleportation circle. However, unlike the others, within stood a tall and angry angelic stone statue of Belcora, evidently a guardian of this useful chamber, as it began to menacingly march forward.
As you all know, and even our illustrious fan base knows, wasn't all that long ago that myself and Duncan had some surgery done, and with that comes some downtime. And the downtime is not always ideal. I, for one, struggle tremendously in keeping myself occupied, especially when you're uncomfortable leading up to said surgery and then in the recovery. I can't focus very well, and so I'm not really getting the work that I would like done. Instead, I'm distracting myself quite a bit, watching a lot of shows and trying to shut out the world a bit. One of the things I did manage to do was play a whole bunch of video games, for better or for worse.
Hell yeah,
I don't
brother.
get a lot of time to play them, so it was nice on one hand. On the other hand, I procrastinated probably too much, but again, I wasn't at a quality point of effort. But it got me thinking, I wanted to try new games. I was, as my issues were arising, I was playing a game, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the sort of second part of a remake of my favorite video game of all time. But for some reason, I pulled myself away from nostalgia and went into some new stuff. I wanted to experience some new stuff. I wanted my brain to be a little more active on new creativity while I was not being super creative myself. That being said, it still made me think of, nostalgic moments in video games, whether that is an amazing story point that has always resonated with you, an impressive set of design in mechanics, like what has always sat with you in wonderful design or creativity or writing over however many years of playing video games. And I know everyone here, we have a pretty wide range of preferred genres, I think, in video games. But I'm curious what comes to mind for all of you.
Yeah, I've got one that really stands out. I was a huge GameCube fan. It was the first console that I really, really got into. And they put out Resident Evil 4 on GameCube first. And I was like super hyped for that release. And like they had released the remake of the original with like, the lockdown tank controls that, it's a really fun, scary game. But there was just something revelatory about Resident Evil 4 when it first came out. It was just so like fast paced, and I mean the industry took a lot of shitty lessons about quick time events and auto targeting from that game, but at the time it was so fucking fun. That opening like village sequence, there was just like the first time the guy comes out with a chainsaw and you got to run away from him. It was like one of the most engaging moments of my life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Scoot?
Okay, I have
Not a big gamer, are you?
Oh, I game.
But I've got I game.
I've got a new one that was a moment that surprised me in a video game that was very, how should I say, powerful. And
okay.
No spoilers here, but if anyone's played It Takes Two, we're talking about the Elephant King part.
We did it on our live stream, me and John. We did, and go watch it. Yeah, it's that one stands out for a lot of people. It is brutal. It's a very brutal moment.
I was playing with my partner, and it just started happening, and we're both looking at each other like, oh my god,
horrified.
What is happening? Like, should we be watching this right now? Yeah. So that was really fun.
It's a really crazy moment in which like you see parents being too self-involved because they're having a conflict. And then like it overrides the care for their child. That's all I'll say about it. It's brutal. It's brutal. It's the feels.
And then, I mean, just other than that, I love a good story. I mean, I grew up playing Elder Scrolls games. I think just playing Morrowind for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Just the depth of that game really blew me away. And that kind of sent me down a love for like a deep open world RPG. Notably recently, Ghost of Tsushima is such a fucking sick game. And I just really love the cinematic, how it's like a samurai movie. We talked about it before.
Yeah. There's
but just
an
like
art
incredible
style to its presentation that's like reminiscent of like classic Japanese cinema and all this stuff. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So fucking good. So I just love to get, honestly, any game that I can just get lost in like that. Like I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy right now, which is a pretty fucking unfinished game and is not that good in my opinion. But just being able to be immersed in the world of Harry Potter, I think is fucking awesome. So I'm just having a good fun time with that.
Cam, game much?
Almost
Besides
all of my
TTRPGs?
almost all of my gaming has been PvP or competitive.
Gross.
Yeah. I am an incredibly competitive person, especially when I was younger. I've toned down quite a bit. I guess the moment that like will forever stand out to me was like Halo Combat Evolved, just like 8 people just playing 2 TVs, and then the moment that like just made me die laughing was when you stick a grunt with a plasma grenade and it just goes not again, and then it runs off. It's like wait. It gets me every
it's a little
time.
Touch of detail that's so good.
It's such a
early days.
It's such a like when Bungie was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Halo and World of Warcraft were like my main games growing up. I recently beat GTA 6 and Cyberpunk, and like those are really good. But
5,
like,
you mean, right? 6 is not out yet.
I was gonna say,
what?
I'm dying for 6.
No, of course yet. I haven't played 6. What do you mean?
If you have an in on their early access 6, you better be sharing it, my friend.
They're the leaker. Rockstar's coming for them.
No, please. My NDA.
You were worried about the government. Rockstar's cut your number.
Cam just gets swatted right now.
Boom, boom, boom. Open up Rockstar Games.
Wouldn't be the first person they doxed.
Oh, shit.
I love Dragon Age, but like, yeah, it to me, it's always just like the physics of ragdoll physic moments of just like in competitive gaming when something goofy just happens. Like Cyberpunk is a great story. It's still buggy. Don't believe anybody that says
it
it's
really
not.
is.
Like,
Oh,
they
I waited
fixed
a
it,
long
like,
time to play it, and it's
it's still
buggy. Yeah.
a mess, but
it's so
it's a
good.
lot of fun. Oh, it is. It's a ton of fun. I absolutely
It
have
is
a
good.
blast.
Yeah.
This story is pretty compelling.
Agreed.
But just like yeah, I mean, I remember like some of my favorite gaming moments were like making 500 gold and WoW off of a glitch. Just I don't know, silly
yeah.
things like that. Like just
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got my account
Cheating.
stolen in WoW once, and someone was just farming materials.
Yeah.
This is like way back when, and then I think it was Wrath of the Lich King, and then I got my account back, and then they restored all of the things that they had sold, but they also let me keep all the things they had farmed. So I just
nice.
was way up in like how much gold and value I had. I was like, perfect. Like, can we do this on a 3-month basis or something? This would be great.
Yeah. I got permanently
flush
banned
as fuck.
from WoW.
Did you?
Yeah.
Problematic.
Nah, you
Yeah,
can't
what
just make
happened?
an account. They don't care.
I was win
They want your
sharing
money.
an arena. No,
Yeah.
I was like, we were legitimately like, we would boost people to like rank 200-300 or
Oh, yeah.
1800, depending on if they wanted, pauldrons or weapons, whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I was really good at that game, and so
That shit's
I was-
commonplace now. You can play
Yeah.
again if you want.
Yeah, no, I could probably
Don't
get
go down
back
the
and
hole.
it's like, oh yeah, here, become one of our influencers for arena wins, like.
For real. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, no, back in the day they took it very seriously, and
Mhm.
it thankfully broke
Back
the
when they had a
addiction.
soul.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
broke the addiction, so I was happy to be free. But yep.
Yeah. James? James
man,
platform.
I'm the exact. Yeah, I'm
James,
So
James'
I
favorite
have the
games are my
unpopular
exact
opinion.
least favorite games.
yeah. I have the very unpopular opinion that cutscenes ruin games. Because I'm not there to watch a fucking movie. I'm there to play the goddamn
Don't
game.
ever play Metal Gear Solid. You will
I've
die.
played a bunch of them.
Have you?
I hated it. I couldn't get through. The only game to date that I've watched all of the cutscenes is the 2017 Spider-Man, because I was told by somebody who I really trust that it had like a really amazing and heartfelt story, and it didn't.
Did they
Like, it-
betray your trust? Yeah.
You
No,
fool.
no, they didn't lose it. It just like
Yeah, they're out of the will.
as for like high point moments, there was this game that came out in I think 2010, and it was like a DSi shareware called Shantae Risque's Revenge. And it was the sequel to a very late Game Boy Color game, Shantae, and they've got, it's like by Way Forward, they've got a pretty solid cult following now. But I will never forget the first time I played that game, because it's the tightest platformer and the single most responsive game I've ever played.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, and it's a piece of shit shareware for the DSi that they farted out in like 6 months. Like, it is nothing,
Crazy.
but it is still to this day has the tightest mechanics of any game I've ever
Have
played.
you played Cuphead? I haven't, but I know Duncan's a
I
big
have.
fan, and it
Yeah.
seems like up your alley. Okay.
I like Cuphead. I would, if I'm gonna play a bullet hell game like that, I'd rather just play the original Contra for NES.
Sure,
Like that's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
more my speed and no story involved. But I really like Cuphead. I really like the animation. I really like the
Animation's
difficulty
amazing.
curve.
Yeah.
But first, story moments that really stick out in my head are when I was the first person in my player group to get the diploma for completing the Pokedex in Red and Blue.
Oh,
So, like,
nice.
that was a big deal for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's bragging rights for sure.
Yeah, I
we're
thought that
we're
was
all
really
in that generation, that Pokemon generation, more or less. Maybe I don't know if Scott was into it. You're a little bit older than the group in general, but like Pokemon was such a big deal. Having little achievements like that at the time was like, yeah, it was big. Yeah, and that's
Yeah, I was
it's impressive.
Pretty lucky that there was like 6 or 8 kids in my neighborhood that were all playing at the same time when that came out, and we all just had a blast with it.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was like the summer of Pokemon Go coming out, but we were actually little and able to enjoy it.
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
unabashedly.
I played
Yeah,
my
exactly.
first Pokemon game in 2024.
Nice.
Did you
Hopefully it
catch
was a
them
good
all?
one.
It was good.
I hope it was the original.
I don't think that's possible anymore. There's like 900.
It was a ROM. It was like Crystal
They
or
are
something.
making Pokemon faster than you can catch them.
Gold or some shit.
Crystal's not bad.
I think,
Crystal's
yeah.
not bad, yeah.
It was okay.
But my favorite story moment of any video game of all time is the first time the princess wasn't in another castle. Blew my mind as a kid.
It's over.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, because
yeah.
we talked about this a little bit before we started recording. I actually would not have got that reference if we hadn't talked before. That's a Mario reference for anyone confused.
Yeah.
I would, if you had said it like that and I had nothing to go on, I would not have gotten it because I do not like Mario at all. I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Typical
Snore.
barn.
Big snore.
Contrarian.
Don't care.
Typical
Don't care. I
fucking
appreciate
barn.
he's a cultural icon, but I do not care. So boring.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. Mario, Katana Zero, Shantae, like those are my games.
Yeah, and consistently great.
Cuphead, Gunman Cloud, like just.
I'd say, I mean, I've
Just
got
waves.
entirely too many examples for this, so I will only give you the one for once. And it's actually a high and a low for a funny reason. And this is a spoiler that goes back 30 years almost, so I'm not going to cover it up. In Final Fantasy VII, my favorite game of all time.
Oh, I haven't played it. I haven't played it.
One of the most significant things happens in an RPG, you know, literally in the last 30 years, and it's one of the primary characters partway through the game, like maybe 2/3 ish through the game, is permanently killed. And the moment
And it
is
comes out of fucking nowhere too.
it comes out of nowhere, and it is staggering. In fact, I was reading an article today that mentioned that the original plan was to actually kill Barrett instead of Aerith, which would have been horrible and not at all, special. It just
Would the
doesn't make
rest of
sense.
the game even have been playable?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that's weird. That's a weird choice. If Aerith dying, it was so unbelievably significant. That being said, it resonates with me and many, many fans, and even not hardcore fans for many decades now. But I had a close friend of mine, who decided to play through the game for the first time probably 10, 15 years after its release. And for me, even at that time, it's common knowledge that this event happens in this incredibly large video game series, except he didn't know. He's ADHD mad, had a hard time with RPGs. It would only play if I was in the room and I was like feeding him little extra bits of detail, and he was enjoying it that way. And another friend, a mutual friend, I say friend, he was a fucking troll in real life, and just like was poking the bear on the story of the game, and they got really annoyed. And then I blurted out something to the effect of blah, 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 because of Aerith's death. And it was before it happened, and my friend was playing it in the room, and I immediately just like, hand over mouth, and everyone, like, the whole room was like record scratch, and he was just like, what the fuck?
That's how
like,
controllers
oh, no!
get broken, bud.
I ruined it. I like completely ruined the drama of that moment, and I was like,
Wow.
I still feel guilty, but I got so worked up because this arsehole was poking me, and he was doing it on purpose, and it was bad. It was real bad.
Don't feed the troll.
Don't feed the troll. Lesson learned in that moment. I'll never forget it. I have no segue as usual.
Speaking of getting learned.
Speaking of getting learned, yeah, you're about to fight another golem. Has anyone
Speaking of
figured out the
integral
anti-magic
characters
mechanics yet? Yeah. Speaking of the death of significant characters, Raphael is face to face with a stone golem. You did guess it right. It's definitely Gollum. I gotta replace it on the scene here.
Oh,
Something's
yeah.
gone wrong.
What else would have been?
Bam. Oh,
Could
how
have
do you
been
like
one of
that?
those like entertainers that paints themselves up like a statue and sits down for tips.
Much prefer that.
That would
How
be
cool
nice.
is this artwork, by the way? I love this one.
It's-
For you Doctor Who fans, it looks exactly like a Weeping Angel. Like they stole a Weeping Angel.
Did
and
they?
put it in
Yeah?
Pathfinder is what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 100% a Weeping Angel.
Except instead of weeping, it's like scowling.
I'm looking.
That's
at,
how they
it
look
is,
when they're
too.
not weeping.
It totally is. That's sick. It's bang on practically.
Yeah.
We get some Doctor Who fans at Paizo.
Belcor is working it for tips.
You know it.
Jesus.
We are going to, just like pretty much last time, roll right into combat because this thing's coming at you in this teleportation room. Let's get some initiative. I don't think anyone was scouting this time. James.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still
Okay,
trying
sorry.
to decide if I want to stabilize, destabilize, or roll normal.
Well, I'll save you for last from now on if I can.
Thank you.
Duncan, what'd you get?
19 on the die for a 34.
Okay, Cam.
38.
Okay, pretty good. Harold / Scott.
Is this a blah 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 or a blah blah blah?
No,
Okay, 23.
it's construct. Okay, 23. That sucks. James
Facts.
/ Raphael.
32.
32. Okay.
Carry the 1.
Stabilizing or destabilizing the timeline, 15 on my DC 11 and 19 plus 13 because of my Pharasmic Minor Curse.
I love that archetype. It's so good. Okay, and let's begin the encounter. A Beryl who is just behind Raphael in this tight corridor. What do you got?
Beryl is going to clench a fist around the polarizing mace, looking up at the creature. And what am I going to go ahead? What are you laughing about?
James, I saw
Freeman?
James laughing at him. We're thinking the same thing.
Oh, just the way you paused after clenched, I knew.
Clench.
I did not think
Her
anything else was
fist?
coming out.
Yep.
A 1 action Kegel exercise.
Arcana or crafting, you're right, yes.
What about if I gave you a mining lore since it's a stone golem? What about
Yeah,
that?
sure. I'll take it. I'll take it. Is it a better
Yeah.
bonus than what the other ones? Or?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I rolled a
That's
nice 3 on that die for a 21. I'll go ahead and use a hero point.
Okay.
Ooh, 29 on the lore check
No.
for an
Off
unspecific
by
lore. Damn.
1 for a little
Ah,
check.
I quit.
Unspecific.
I quit the
lore, yeah.
It's a
podcast.
minor mistake.
It's, I rejoined the
I
podcast.
almost gave it to you. I was like, nah.
Fuck Cam. They don't need help. Yeah, and then second action. Ruff, I strongly suggest we get the fuck out. And we'll back up 1, 2, 3, 5. Get out of there. We don't need to fight a golem in a place where he can just smash us to bits.
Okay.
And last action, we'll raise shield.
Right shield. Okay. Nirkaj. You see Beryl making a hasty retreat, and you can see over the just a little bit beyond the shape of Harold and over the shoulder of Raphael, this big stone Belcora with wings springing to life.
Seeing a bit of an opening, he will run up behind Ruff, take a whack with the spear. I'm going to use bludgeoning instead of piercing because it's made of rocks.
Okay.
32 to hit.
32 to hit is a hit.
21.
21 damage. You could sense that even though you switched, it's not really going through.
Mm-hmm. And
Sorry. Shoot. Yeah, I'll allow it. I feel like because you have reach weapon, I forgot. That might not have hit with cover from Raphael, but we'll let it slide for now.
okay. And seeing the tightness of the space, he will take a 25-foot stride back out.
Okay. It is the stone golem's turn. The first thing it is going to do is let out this strange pulse. Boom. That only is going to hit Raphael. I need a fortitude save from you, please.
Oh, he's not great at those. Actually, he's fine. Never mind. That's a 32.
Meat to beat. Yeah.
Nice.
You
Thank
can-
him.
You
Get 'em.
feel like this would have slowed you down in some capacity, like not turning you to stone, but would have made you more weighty like stone.
Like a petrification. One might say?
Not like that specifically not like that, but something else that would have like slowed your movement. And then this thing is going to it's going to use something called Inexorable March. And it is going to start striding straight into your space. You have the option to bar its way using another fortitude save, if you choose.
Yeah, he choose.
Otherwise, yeah, he choose. Okay, roll me a fortitude. You can see it just like coming at you, almost ignoring you.
It's an 18 on the die for a 36.
Yeah, baby.
Fucking need to beat. God damn it.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so this thing strides up to its speed. It is a large creature, so it's striding into this narrow space, which is going to be, difficult terrain for it. It strides up to speed, pushing back each creature whose space it moves into. If they try to stop its movement, they can attempt a fortitude save. However, you don't seem to stop it despite succeeding. It's not going to push you out of the way, but rather it's going to stomp through your space. And it is going to deal 29 bludgeoning damage as it just pummels you into the wall on the floor as it moves past you like you don't fucking matter. And then this thing is going to swing a fist at Harold, because now it is like squeezed in this tight, narrow hallway, and just a fist comes flying out of the door into the small room here with the tubs, and it's going to be a 36 to hit.
That's a hit.
And you're going to take 33 bludgeoning damage.
Rude.
This thing is now effectively flanked by Ruff and Harold, but the danger remains to be seen. Raphael, it's your turn.
What was the point of the fortitude save? It was just going to stomp on me anyway. Is it because I'm small?
It's actually a really weird mechanic. It can push you back. It's actually not super clear, so I've ruled in a weird way. But it literally reads like this: the golem strides up to speed, pushing back each creature whose space it moves into and damaging them if they try to stop its movement. A creature can attempt to bar the way by using a fortitude save. A critical success results in no damage. Otherwise, it is damaged.
In my reading of that, like I would say that Ruff stops it from moving, but takes the damage. Because it bars its way.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, I was struggling with this one today, actually, when I was reading it. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. That makes way more sense, actually. You stopped it, but you took it. You pummeled you into the wall, and you were like resisting it, so you still took that damage. We'll go ahead and take away. We'll just reverse everything. 36 against Ruff to hit.
Oh yeah,
and you'll take the 33 instead. Harold, you can take your health back.
Oh, I'm
Got
back.
So Ruff's holding the line, and it's maybe not so great. But Ruff, it's your turn. Thank you, Cam.
Of course.
You're fired, by the way.
Ooh, okay.
Nobody
It was
undermines me.
What if I overmine you, huh?
I got a delicate ego over here. Ruff's in rough shape. Well, not the roughest of shape, but rough enough.
Well, yeah. I want to try something, but I don't think Ruffwood, not having the knowledge that she can just move through walls, essentially. So, first action, step. Second action, close door. Third action, move. I think I want to recall knowledge, but I just we need space.
Yeah, you need space. You need space. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me. Yeah, he's gonna move. He's gonna move the full 35.
Okay. Does he say anything to Harold on the way by?
Close the other door behind him. She's very big, hits very hard, and stomps even harder. Perhaps we should get some space from the statue. Ow. And he like limps into the main room that we were just in.
All right, Harold, what do you got?
Well, all right. I guess that's retreat. And Harold follows into the room, closing the door behind him.
Okay.
That'll stop her.
That's 2 actions. Anything else?
strides to the far side of the room where the other doors are.
Okay. Barrel.
Feels rough.
Well, now I don't want to.
Your turn's been decided for you, by the way.
Don't drive my character.
Why did you get so far away from me? I could have bandaged you if you were next to me. Now I have to walk all the way over here. And Barrel just stomps over metal feet. Clank, clank, clank.
For the listeners, it was a 5-foot step.
It was literally... It's just enough to waste an action. It is.
Just enough to be a waste.
And then we'll battle medicine.
Making a meal out of that 5-foot step.
Yeah, it's just really...
But when Ruffalo's like, heal me, what are you doing over there?
that's,
What are you doing over there?
That was almost a crit.
Rough like quavers at the stomping boots.
Gets the newspaper out.
Right on the nose. Oh, shit.
You will heal for... I rolled a 39.
kid.
2d8 plus 30, so... 38 points of damage.
This is a battle medicine?
Battle medicine.
Nice.
All right, that's pretty close to full.
And then last action, raise a shield.
All right, Hirkaj. Everyone's piling out of the room you didn't enter yet.
I think he's just going to ready an attack. And stay where he is.
And he was in there. He let off an attack. Only attack in the books.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Someone's on the
Sorry.
board.
Sorry, yeah. I wasn't... I forgot. I already forgot about you and your non-attack that I
Wow.
thought was
I'm
not cool.
Just
and kinda
happy to be
boring.
part of the team, but
Well, it's the little joys in life, isn't it?
gotta take what you can get.
You all back into the room where you had fought the specters and get yourselves sort of like patched up really quick and readying for what's to come, and you just hear ba-boom and ba-boom, and just this thing just absolutely smashes the door open. It steps into the room like just and I'm gonna go ahead and make it an inexorable march as it squeezes its way through this like tight doorway right where Nick is preparing his strike. So yeah, go ahead and roll the strike first.
42.
482.
Yeah,
Fuck,
baby.
it's a crit.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
No.
How much marching you gonna do when you are fucking immobilized, bud?
Suck on that.
Yeah, vacuum stable.
So
Son of a bitch.
34, 26 bludge, 8 sonic.
Okay. Not all of it goes through, as you know. However, fuck's sake, I got to roll a fortitude save. 29, so I'm not deafened like it matters. But I am immobilized and clumsy. Holy shit. Okay, and that's basically just going to be like 2 actions for it to get to this space, and now you've stopped it in its tracks. So I'll go ahead and throw a fist around the corner at you since you attacked me around the corner. Fucking natural 1.
Yeah,
Turning
baby.
This thing is like, what the fuck just happened? It loses its balance all of a sudden, just smashes against the wall. It's just like stone against stone, like chips of the feathers, the stone feathers like break off of its wings. And that brings us to Ruff.
Ruff will start with an Arcana check.
Okay. Get it in there.
The 37 recall knowledge.
That'll do it. Its lowest save is reflex. And you can know 1 bit of information.
That meta magic.
Which I assume you want to know is anti-magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Harmed by cold or water, healed by acid, and slowed by earth.
Well, this will be annoying.
It is vulnerable to the spell Stone to Flesh, if it matters. I don't think it does, though.
Okay. We can do this. It is Harold, Cleaver down. It is healed by acid, but Beryl, it is slowed by earth and harmed by cold and water.
It's not dissimilar to the clay golem in that regard.
Yeah.
What is stone but just extra hard clay?
Yeah, basically.
Right. Yeah, you know what? He'll do a Ray of Frost. Por que no?
Hell yeah.
That's a natural 20 for a 38 to hit.
Oh no. Okay. It hits. However, anti-magic doesn't register a crit. So it's just going to take a flat 5d10 damage. Go ahead and roll that for me, please.
5d10, okay.
5d10, yeah. It's not a small amount.
Does it get the crit effect from Ray of Frost?
It doesn't, no. Well, what's the crit effect, actually?
10-foot status penalty for 1 round. Not that matters because it's immobilized, but
Right, yeah. No, I'm going to say no.
okay. That was a real shit roll for only 19.
Okay. Still, that's 19 damage. It's better than no
Yep.
damage. Okay, anything else? That's it?
Nope, that's 3.
Harold, what do you got?
Harold, seeing this creature appear around the corner, will exploit vulnerability. 35.
That is a success.
All right. And then is going to go breach defenses using the adamantine. Bypassing adamantine.
Yeah, this guy basically.
Wait, bypassing resistance using adamantine. So he's holding his hammer and just clinks it against a piece of adamantine that he procures from his waist. And then he will take a 5-foot step forward to be within 20 feet, aka the first range increment, and will whip said hammer for a 31 to hit.
hit.
And that is going to be
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Does Inoki count as cover, you think? Or
Yeah, 100%.
now.
Inoki's on barrel. Knock it off.
okay.
Also, Inoki's like 6 inches tall,
Hundo P, cover.
and Harold
If
is a
that-
6
if that.
foot
6.5.
something brick shit house.
All right, what do you got?
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
Boom. That's it. That's my turn. See you later, suckers.
Cool. Barrel, you're up.
Barrel will throw a hand up in the sky and then slam it into the ground, casting Crushing Ground on the creature. Need a reflex save.
I knew it. I knew it.
I mean, what do you want from me? You made a creature immune to all magic, and you're like, oh, Cam, don't do the thing that you can do.
I mean, I didn't make it myself.
You did. There's a remastered version of this. You use the old one that's immune to magic.
The remastered version of this is actually like a higher CR and way more boring for this situation.
I know.
So
I'm
actually
not
did look at
arguing
changing
against your choice. I'm just saying.
30.
That is a
30.
success, but unfortunately, you
Yeah.
still take half damage, so you're still slowed.
Shit. I'm still slowed. I don't like your tone, Cam.
Shitted on him.
It's bullshit.
Pissed
What's your
and
other
shitted.
action? Raise a shield?
Last act.
Like a
you
coward?
know. Hey, you want to play my character for me? You already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm a
Guys, I
backseat
hate it
role
when you
player.
fight.
Thank you very much.
Doug, nice. Relatable.
You're right. Shit. Nirkaj, what do you got? Besides witticisms and snippets,
Ooh, well, not much.
clearly.
Take a step to the north and then a stab to the south.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Hey,
Yes.
let's fucking go.
Right off. This thing should be so fucking deadly.
Striketh her down.
If you weren't planning on moving soon, because that's 42 damage and you're still rooted. One more round.
Oh my god. 42 damage. Not all of it goes through. Blah, 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 blah. Anything else?
Yeah, another one with a map -5. Ooh, and that one. You know what?
Okay.
I'm not even mad because the other hit was so good. It evens out to an okay turn.
Son of a bitch. All right. This thing is going to
We broke him.
roll a check to try and escape its rooting. Which is what, DC 23. That should be pretty. I mean, it's literally guaranteed. I think. Yeah, it is. So it will spend its first action to break free from the rooting and will inexorably march into the room.
How many actions is in Execrable
One.
March?
1.
Fuck you.
Yeah. So
Agreed.
it's going to step into the room. It's going to push Nick
39
back.
for the first reactive strike.
Okay, first reactor strike.
Yes,
39. Yeah,
yes,
that hits.
yes. Come on, Nick.
Yep, go ahead. Damage.
Okay. 22.
Okay, and roll if you want to stop it from moving. Roll me a fortitude save. Otherwise, you will be shoved backwards.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm just
He's
going to
got
get shoved
Juggernaut.
backwards.
Wait, Ruff, don't you have Juggernaut or no?
Nope.
Oh, because Nick does. So if he gets a success, he gets a
Nick
critical
does.
success.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I'm going to do it. My fortitude's pretty good. 36.
Need to beat.
Let's go.
To meet.
Uh-huh.
Nick just like poking the giant thing with a spear, like stay back, stay back.
I would have thought this was an ineffective weapon against a statue, but here we are.
My God, Raphael, it's your turn.
Rough, just in awe of Nick and his gem of Sidorak, which is a very deep cut for my very deep nerds. Hill, just Ray of Frost again. Go back to that one.
Yep, go for it.
That is a 37 to hit.
Okay, roll me 5d10. Oh my God, this is bonkers.
29 cold, and last action, he'll just slip into an arcane cascade real quick.
Okay, Harold.
All right. Harold is going to whip the hammer.
Is that a euphemism?
Yes.
Yes, but it's also what he's doing.
4 on the die for a 22, unfortunately.
Sad news.
Map -4. Wait. You know what? Harold is going
You want a
to...
hero point on the first one if you want a hero point.
I don't have a hero point.
Oh, haven't earned one, eh?
Do we remember our golems affected by mental effects?
That mad, taking shots at the players now for you.
Right?
Are they affected by mental effects? Do we remember? I mean, I'm sure we've done a million.
You didn't ask, but
Come on.
previous golems were immune to them.
Okay. Fuck it.
Yeah, bleed, poison, magic, non-lethal, paralyzed, sickened, mental, necromancy, healing, and death.
Throw in the hammer again. 31.
31 hits. That's a meat to beat, by the way. You've hit that a couple times.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
And you know what?
Okay.
Let's go for the old desk pop.
Why not?
Yeah.
16 to hit.
No.
Yeah.
All right. And that's
Critical miss. It grabs your hammer and throws it back at your face. No,
I catch it.
I wish. Damn it.
Got him.
Fucking right.
All right, Barrel.
You're still slowed, correct? Or is that one turn?
I think it's just one turn, yeah.
Again!
But I'm pretty again. Actually, it's 2d6 rounds, so roll me that.
Oh, perfect.
That's a
So-
lot.
2 rounds as I roll
Okay,
1
2
1.
rounds, so it's still slow for this one.
You know
hit
what?
it with a water spell.
I don't have one. Tragically, I
What?
know.
You don't have Briny Bolt?
Briny Bolt's acid.
Ah, shit. But does it have the water trait?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
I think it does.
Briny Bolt does have the water trait, huh?
So you can heal and damage it in the same go. That's why I love golems.
Oh, it's
I love the old
bludgeoning. It
golems.
does
They're cool.
bludgeoning damage. I was thinking of the dragon bile spit. That's what
Oh,
it
the
was.
dragon bile,
the
whatever.
brine
Yeah,
dragon
yeah.
bile. Okay, yeah. You know what? We will go ahead and we will cast a briny bolt at this
Hell
creature.
yeah.
Probably a miss. 26.
Yeah, miss.
All right.
That was fun while it lasted.
Yep.
Anything else?
Last action, the same thing. Just raise that shield.
Raise your codpiece. Okay, Nick, your Koch. What do you get?
self-raising.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Oh no.
The self-raising codpiece.
It's just called a cod piece.
I almost got for you on a spit take there.
No, not now, Harold. We are in the middle of life and death combat. It is not the time for these.
Just right into his 40-70.
Okay, Scott, you've earned your hero point.
Hey, let's go. Except The
That
listeners
might be
are never gonna know.
Self-raising codpiece. Oh shit.
For our regular listeners, Scott got a hero point for our Patreon only blooper.
That might be the first ever.
We've said worse. Come on, bricked up? Are you kidding me?
I
mean-
think I cut all that.
It's basically the same joke.
We have an episode called Bricked Up.
Touche, salesman. I see how that-
I'm not mad. I'm just impressed.
Nick strikes out with a 30.
Thank goodness. Oh, it is a miss though.
Okay. How about a 33?
That hits, yeah. Oh god.
24 damage.
Yep.
And then he will take a 5-foot step to the northeast.
Okay. Okay. Oh shit.
Codpiece fluttering in the wind.
All right, this thing is going to step into you all. Barrel, you want to stop it? That's well, I'd say all, but not Nick. Although Nick's get. Oh yeah, you're gonna reactive strike.
No,
Are
I'll
you?
get.
Yeah,
I'll
go
get
for it.
pushed.
Yeah, reactive strike first.
You got
Gonna
34 to hit.
Yeah, that hits 15
Okay,
damage. I see
15.
there. Yeah.
Also 34 to hit.
Yeah, it's going to. I mean, it's going to shove you barrel into Ruff, who is then going to be shoved back as well. It's gonna have a bit of a chain reaction here, unless someone tries to stop it.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, try a fortitude save.
That's a natural 1. I'm going to use my hero point. 24.
Eesh.
Getting closer.
24 is a what was the DC?
It's a fail.
Yeah, it's actually still a critical fail. Shoving Barrel into Ruff, I'm gonna make Ruff and Barrel both take 5 bludgeoning damage as they're bumped into each other, and Harold is going to take a
3,000.
whopping 62 points of damage.
Damn.
Nice.
As it just stomps into you and shoves you back, and it's gonna continue its march over this way. And I'll let Nick take a fortitude save as well. It's gonna like veer its way around.
Okay, second reactive strike for a 32.
You get 2 reactive strikes.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
because I got, what do you call it there?
I don't like this at all.
Tactical reflexes.
Fuck yeah,
fighters.
dude. That's so sick.
Extra 1 just for reactive strikes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
So another 15.
Okay.
And
And then roll me a fortitude.
fortitude's 24 on that fortitude. Yeah, I'll let it stand.
Okay, so it's going to shove you back, but that's it. It just shoves you back because you aren't resisting it.
Should have just taken the 5.
Yeah, it just wounded my pride a bit.
Yeah.
What's that called in PF1E? The combat reflexes?
Reflexes.
No. Is that what it is?
Yeah, combat
Reflexes
Yeah.
is the defense. Combat maneuvers.
No, when
is
you
the
get
offense.
when you get more
Oh
than
no,
one.
combat reflexes was like you get a reaction equal to your dex
Dexterity
modifier. or something
modifier.
Like that.
Yeah,
That-
combat
that many
reflexes.
reactions.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
if you get more than one attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
combat reflexes.
Oh, okay. God
Yeah,
bless.
you get an amount equal to your dex mod in one.
Nice.
Yeah. It's kind of OP.
Wait, there's a 1E?
God damn it.
Hero point.
Bless your
Pre-master.
heart.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, go ahead and take one.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling generous while I'm stomping all over you. I'm going to go ahead and roll and see who I throw a fist at. It's going to be Barrel. 30 to hit. Fucking terrible roll.
Meets to beats.
21 bludgeoning. And then third action,
Wait.
slowing pulse. Everyone give me a
Wait.
fortitude save.
Okay,
What?
fair. But after Amulet's Abeyance.
slowed for 2 rounds.
Oh, fuck, it's slowed. God damn it, I can't do the last one. God damn it. Amulet's Abeyance, go ahead.
Going. Going.
It's like what, minus 11? 12?
Come
on.
Now
Come on.
it is.
Come on.
Sorry. It's 12. I'm going to use that on Barrel.
Okay.
All right, cool. I take no damage.
Minus 12 from that. You shield blocked, didn't you?
Yep.
Amazing. And his advance just like empowers the shield somehow.
Yep, just shines even brighter.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Raphael? No, it's Ruff's turn.
Damn it.
He will spell strike with that ray of frost. That is a 25 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, that is a hit. Okay.
No, it's a miss.
Oh, you said miss, not yes. Okay.
Yeah.
0 point.
It's a maritime thing.
Correct. So sometimes you need a translator.
Yeah, hero point's a natural one, so
Okay.
none of that shit's happening.
Yeah.
Final action he will use is Dimensional Disappearance. And Ruff gone.
Ruff disappeared.
I don't know
Okay.
how to make him invisible.
That's okay. Harold.
Okay.
Oh, no, I can't see him.
Now I can't see anything.
Tell me when he appears again. Oh, now you can't. Oh, now you can't see anything.
Harold's in pitch black.
Yeah, it douses the light.
Amazing. I gotta do that more often.
Whoops.
Suddenly it's pitch black. What goes through Harold's head?
Harold's just like, fuck. But Harold does know where the creature is because it's right in front of him. So he's just going to strike out with the hammer. 28 to hit. Flanking.
I think you still might need to roll concealment.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you all know its AC is 31, so it's a miss. So don't hurt yourself on it.
Okay. I roll again with the map minus foe. And that's a 34 to hit. So what do I have to roll?
Flat D20. You need a DC 11.
20.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
And a miss on the third attack.
Okay. You want to roll me some damage? You hit once.
What an idiot.
I appreciate the effort, or the
Don't talk about my friend like that.
17 again.
17 damage. You want to describe how you kill this thing in the dark?
Hell yeah, dude.
Can't. It's dark.
Harold's got that thing where he has one hand out and he's just kind of like touching the creature to see how far away, and then he's just bringing the hammer down over top and just smashing down.
He's
Couple
like Conor
misses.
McGregor testing the reach of his opponent, like one hand out at all times. Get it?
Yeah, there you go. And then just fucking
That's a rare sports reference you'll get from me.
yeah, and about a real piece of shit too.
Yeah, for real.
And caves in this creature's face.
Okay. Amazing.
Ruff, you out there? I can't see shit.
Yes. Sorry. I did not think about the light.
Oh, that's okay. I think I killed it anyway.
And there's just like this crumbled statue on the ground between you all as Ruff reappears and the light illuminates the room.
Barrel, you saw that. Nick, huh? That was pretty cool, eh?
I had my eyes closed. I was afraid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I blinked and missed it.
Well, hell.
I'm sure it looked very cool.
Hey, that was fun.
I mean, as much as you stomped that creature, that was a cool fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really cool
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, that was great.
Hot damn.
Level 10 is pretty fun.
Yeah.
You know it's really fun? Level 11.
I
Get ranked
wish.
6 spells. But yeah, Beryl will just gather everyone around and perform the rites of medicine.
Yeah, Harold just coughs off a bit of blood from being trampled.
Nick is not hurt at all, so he's going to thoroughly search.
Everyone take 3 points of damage that needed healing as I roll in that one.
Ooh.
But you gain 10 hit points from your Pearly Aeon, so just gain 7. Okay, and then 47.
I like that.
Plus 10 more
I'm full.
for your Pearly. Yeah. So 20 minutes pass. Beryl recasts her Oaken Resilience. Okay. I'm ready.
When we searched the last creature, it had something in it.
Good
What
point.
about this little fucker?
A perception roll.
28.
No, you don't spot anything.
Detect magic.
Nope.
Lame.
Ruffle just shrug. Well, on the plus side, we found the teleportation portal.
Oh,
Nick got a 23 on perception, but I'm going to hero point that because it sucks. 22.
ooh, nice.
Even
I get a
worse.
30 because I have thorough search as well.
Nope. Nothing. Nothing to be found on this Stondigalama.
That's how they say it.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I looked it up. I looked at the Pathfinder wiki.
Why didn't you say it the whole time then?
Stondigalama.
So that's how we get canceled.
Too hot for the pod.
152. Good drawing.
Who'd have thought it'd be a mispronunciation of my vowels?
Ruff will head back to the tiny hallway and the door to the north.
The door to the north. Okay. Everyone gets in line. Having licked their wounds. What do you? Do you open the door?
Open the
Wow.
door.
Listen with the brassiere.
You listen. Okay, listen for that with the brassiere. Yeah, roll me a perception check.
28.
You hear a low rumbling, bubbling sound. As you place your ear to the door, you feel a rather intense heat coming from the other side.
I will take it, but he's placing the brassiere to the door.
You still feel it. It's not
Okay.
on you. You feel an emanation upon yon cheek.
I'd also like to say that brass conducts heat very well.
Yeah, suddenly it's singeing your earlobe.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page.
Yeah.
He's not giving us more information than we need.
Brass is a
Um,
really good conductor of heat, actually. So it quickly heats up. Actually, it genuinely does.
Yowza. This door, there is some heat behind.
One of the Shaika's favorite phrases.
I've never heard you curse before.
Classic Galarian exclamation.
Oh my!
What'd we say, Raphael? Another coin in the swear jar. Oh, Freeman's dying over there.
We'll be a second here, listeners. I think he's going to split a stitch.
I think you broke Freeman.
Yeah, really yells a moment over there.
So cold.
Look how red.
We need to like call
Suffocation
EMS to
this
get
one.
it. I don't know if he's breathed.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if he's taken a breath in a
This
while.
is going to be the last episode for different reasons.
Good thing we
I-
put emergency contacts in the Discord the other
He
day.
lives a block away from a hospital. We'll be okay.
Well, there's healthcare. I wouldn't call it good.
That got me, and then it got me red again. Okay, but you can both take your points.
Thank you. Scott, I think Scott deserves one more than me, but I'll take it.
Oh,
for
you
sure.
you got one on Yowza because everybody, like even Dunk had to like move away from the mic.
was a
Oh
good
my
one.
god! Whew. Holy shit! My belly hurts.
I am crying from that other coin in the swear jar.
that was so good. Whew. Okay, where were we? you feel heat on the
Ruff
door.
is- yeah.
Oh, shit.
There is some heat behind the door, and I hear a low rumbly bumbly.
It's a damn cod piece again.
And he'll open the door. If Freeman's okay.
Fucking Raphael. It's all
He's
curmudgeonly
sweating. I
cute
think
at the
he's
same
sweating.
time. I'm sweating and I'm
Sweating
crying.
from laughing so hard.
I'm soaked.
Oh, that's just.
Is that a new high
delectable.
score?
The inners of my elbows are sweating.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Kangaroo.
Bow sweat.
Oh yeah, bow sweat. Oh god. Okay, you open the door. You open the door to another, like, a sweltering room that is about 30 foot wide and 15 feet long, and there are two. Oh my god. Sorry. There are two pools of magma, separate pools of magma, kind of evenly spaced in the middle of the room from each other, about 5 foot in between. And it is swelteringly hot in here. In fact, you step in and you feel like if you stay long in here, it's actually going to hurt you.
We should make a quick break for the other side. This room, it's oppressive. In case this is a trap, perhaps one of us should stay behind in the hallway. As he's booking across the room, he's kind of yelling.
In the hallway.
You book across the room, and as soon as you pass the first pool of magma, you see this, like, tail, the scorpion tail, come out of the bubbling magma, and then a claw, and then this, like, thing, this creature crawls out of the magma, and it looks a little something like this.
Ooh, that's tight
Oh, that's
as
pretty
hell.
fucking rad.
Oh.
Magma scorpion.
That's real metal.
It's straight up a magma scorpion. And so you haven't quite made it to the door yet. And it crawls out of the magma. Roll for initiative. Not quite rolling encounters, but hot damn.
My bad, again.
Whoops a daisy. Yeah, give me some initiative.
That's a 32 for rough, having destabilized the timeline.
Okay.
33 for barrel.
Nice.
31 for Nick.
Very nice.
And a poopy 22 for Harold.
Very not nice. Okay.
It is the number 2 twice.
So nice, I did 2 twice.
All right, Beryl, you're up.
We'll go ahead and cast slow on it. Right? Nah. There's only one in here. Let's just hit it with the old...
I
Good.
have a plan to just get out of this encounter, but I don't know what its initiative is.
Yeah, I'm
so
going to go ahead and
you do you.
cast Caustic Blast and ask it to do a reflex save.
Okay. Reflex save. Natural 1.
That's okay. I rolled a 3 and a 1 and 2 on my 3d8, so you're only going to take 12 acid damage.
Okay.
And then
12.
you also take 3 persistent acid, though.
Okay. Just 3 persistent acid, or it's not 3D something?
It is 3d8 acid damage, and I
3d8,
just
thank
rolled
you.
real bad.
Oh, no, I don't take that damage yet, so it's 3D8. Okay, I'm applying it. Oh,
Yeah, you take the 3d8 for the 6 right now.
right. What's the
And then
persistent?
the persistent. Yeah. Okay, you got
It's
it.
3D8?
I'm sorry?
No. I don't got it. What's the
Oh, the
persistent?
persistent is just 3. If you scroll up here.
It's just 3
Yeah.
flat? Mm-hmm. Even on a crit?
Yep. It's only on a critical save that it takes persistent.
Okay, cool. All right, we get it. Okay,
Yep.
done.
All right. Last action. Go ahead and you know it. Raise shield. Ruff,
Okay.
go ahead. Whatever you're gonna do.
Next up is another magma scorpion who crawls out of the magma. Wouldn't you know it? To the south of this one, and it's crawling out, and then suddenly the stinger of the scorpion just shoots out towards Beryl. It's gonna be a 32 to hit.
That'll hit.
You're going to take 16 piercing damage, and I need a fortitude save.
I'm going to go ahead and shield block,
Okay.
and I'm unscathed.
You completely block it?
Yep. So no fortitude save.
Okay. Okay.
I got lucky this time.
No damage at all. And and then it's going to third action Toss out a pincer at you as well for a 34 to hit.
This thing is just rolling rocks.
Yeah, and it's going to be 14 bludgeoning damage with the pincer.
The
Raphael,
Oaken
you're
Resilience resists some of that as
Nice.
Barrel's skin kind of crackles like bark.
Wicked.
All right, everyone, don't take hostile actions unless they cross. And he will spend 3 actions to cast a little something called Invisibility Curtain.
Say what? Okay.
It's just a regular wall, but everybody behind it is invisible.
Okay, so you create a transparent invisible wall that makes any creatures on one side of the wall invisible to those on the other side. You choose which side of the wall provides invisibility to the creatures on that side. Okay, you create either a 1 inch thick wall in a straight line up to 60 feet, blah, 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 blah. If you wish to do so, you can create a wall with a shorter length or height. Any creature that crosses the wall becomes invisible or invisible. Visible or invisible is appropriate. Okay, and this because it's a 1 inch thick thing, it's kind of like the wall of stone where it's like along the border of a square, eh? That is fucking sick.
Except we're just gone.
Okay, so you can see them, but they can't see you. Is what you're going with.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
Everybody to the door.
And
That's all 3 actions. That's a big
amazing.
Fourth level.
That's
level
amazing. Okay, and that's your turn.
First time he casts it backwards. They can see us. We can't see them. Fuck.
Next up is oh shit, what do I do here? So the first magma scorpion that came out, it's their turn. These are not...
Really hoping they're stupid.
Can scorpions smell?
What do you got? Magma for brains?
Okay, remember it wasn't all that long ago we were talking about animal versus beast and that one difference of an intelligence modifier? This thing is the equivalent of an animal. It doesn't know what to do with the invisibility.
Yeah.
And it takes
dumbass.
3 persistent acid and its confusion. Rolls a critical success on shaking it off as its natural fire burns away the acid. And Nirkaj, it's your turn.
If we attack, the curtain goes down.
I think he's just gonna stride up to the door to the north. Oh, Jesus. Hot enough in here to make your elbows sweat. And he will...
My uncle Jack Russell once wrestled someone called Elbow Sweat.
I don't even have sweat glands and I can feel it. And he'll just open the door to the north.
Okay, open the door to the north. And it leads to a 5-foot wide hallway that immediately turns to the east.
Okay, and third action, he will take a 10-foot step.
Okay.
Stride.
Okay, you can see another scorpion crawl out of the far magma pool. And it is Harold's turn.
Okay, first, exploit vulnerability. This guy.
Okay.
Non-offensive, just
Yep.
in case.
Non-hostile action. Yep.
Yep. All right, 38.
That's a crit success.
Oh, baby. But I don't have a lot of options here, so I'm going to go for the personal antithesis.
Okay. And that's going to apply to all of these scorpions. Okay.
Yes. And then, with not much else to do because he has no dark vision, Harold is just going to run across and hang out behind Nirkaj.
Okay, get into the next corridor. Okay, good call.
Close the door behind him.
See you never. You can move one more time, no?
Yeah, but I won't be able to
another
see
action.
anything.
Okay. And one more scorpion crawls out of the far one. There's 4 of them now. Beryl.
Beryl will scamper on up with Inoki, just metal feet clink, 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 clink on the stone floor. She hustles to the end of the hallway. Okay. And we'll ready an action to open the door if Ruff gets in here and says we need to keep going. That's all 3.
Okay, no small amount of noise has passed by these creatures between talking and stomping by. I'm going to roll a perception check to see if the next scorpion just instinctively moves through the curtain following the noise. It does. The southern eastmost one is going to move through and then suddenly spot Raphael. And then it is going to lash it with its tail with a 23 to hit, natural 3.
Off the armor.
And then a pincer following for 33 to hit
That'll do it.
and 17 bludgeoning damage. However, it doesn't have enough actions to grab you. It is your turn.
Yeah. So first action, I guess sustain. Second action,
Okay.
stride. And if he can close the door on his way
Yeah.
by, he'll do that.
I'll allow it, yeah. Amazing. Just stride through, close the door, moving past Harold, sustaining this invisible curtain. And yeah, we'll call combat there. James, you can have a hero point for that fucking wicked move.
Hey.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely
genius.
amazing. That's right up there
I
with
figure we're pretty much done leveling up, so might as well just skip an encounter here and
starts.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll come back when we've
Yeah.
got the red tunic.
That was Wallace throwing around Volok shit right there. You know, maybe less of a dramatic opponent, but still awesome move of a great spell.
There were a lot more of them than I expected.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
I
yeah.
saw the one, I was like, I don't want to do this. I saw the second one, I was like, we're not doing this. And then the third one came out, I was like, everybody won.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah, and all of them got 10-foot reach. Like, fuck
yeah,
that.
they don't fuck around.
Not only that, it's the Freeman specifically said that if we spend a lot of time in here, we're gonna feel some adverse effects. So I just wanted to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, all right, sure, but
Yeah.
like 3, 4, we're running into 3, 4 rounds of combat.
No,
Yeah, man.
negative.
Mhm.
Not doing it.
Just imagine if you were pushed into one of those magma pools too. Bad news. Bad news.
Well, I'd be fine.
That's a hot dog.
I'm getting a Terminator like thumbs up on the way down, I think.
You are all now tightly packed into this 5-foot wide hallway, just enough room to fit you all comfortably? Question mark?
We're pretty used to it by now.
Yeah, for real.
I'm just glad we get to spend so much time together.
Yeah, I'm just glad no one rolled a character with the wonderful sort of eclectic trait of claustrophobia for this adventure, because it wouldn't work.
Every 5-foot wide hallway, there's
You might all recall when the one time Rin tried to come and help and absolutely panicked and ran away.
Oh, Rin.
Should we open the next door?
After
Quickly-
Beryl heals everyone.
Yeah, just 10 minutes. Everybody back to full. And then
Oh,
raise shield. Okay, I open the door now. And
While they're doing that healing, Nick's gonna thoroughly search.
we're just waiting.
in a 5-foot
I don't
hallway.
think- I don't think they're popping.
I just love the idea of
Excuse
Nick
me,
just
excuse me,
scurrying
I'm checking
around
the
on the
wall,
walls and
excuse
shit.
me.
Just
Yeah.
absolutely.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Just singing.
Anyone
"Secret
test this brick?
tunnels."
I'm testing this brick now.
That's just like sitting down.
Yeah, you open the door and it leads into a small chamber. You can imagine there's double doors to your south, which you might accurately assume leads to the room with the specters, and where you killed the stone golem. And there are double doors to your north.
Ruff would like to roll an Abomination Vaults lore on the magma room because I have no
Okay.
idea what it's there for.
Yep, sure. Roll it away.
And that really bugs me that I don't know what it's there
Central heating.
Bugs Rough or James or both?
Yes.
Yeah.
22. I hope it's not central heating.
22. You feel this pang in your head like you are not supposed.
Sorry, that should be 24 with my minor boon of Pharasma. I apologize.
Oh. Good call.
And I've removed the boon from my sheet.
Thank you. because of that, Boone, I will say you don't know, with no repercussions.
I cannot figure out what the magma pits and the scorpions were for.
It's a flex.
Classic Belcora flex.
It looks like it's just these two doors to the north left. And if my intuition is correct, there could be something pretty awful behind here.
You can roll another check to have an idea why the north, like what, you still do that. What's the purpose of the northern rooms?
Check them doors for traps. They sent the bad ones through here.
I wonder if it's the side of the, has anything to do with the side of the tree moss grows on. But yeah, he'll throw up an A-bomb lore for the north.
Okay.
36. There we go.
Yeah, baby.
The failed potentials for the cult who died from the poisoning would be sent up here, and their souls would be extracted and contained,
For the light?
and then perhaps put to use in sacrifice for a less than lauded oblivion to Nimbala.
I think this is Nimbalos's pantry. Perhaps this is where we can find the soul of Otari to free them. And maybe the other Rose Guard that never returned. And he will eagerly open the door.
You open the door and you find a hallway that stretches to your left and right, your east and west, in irregular shapes and alcoves. You immediately see that there are standing racks in which failed initiates would have been strapped, leading you to believe that not just dying ones were brought here, but possibly living ones as well. And there are ancient, degraded occult machines that are scattered right in front of you and along these hallways. And part of your memory tells you that this was a horrible means of extracting their souls and putting them into crystal globes. And as you spot one of the globes out of the corner of your eye, can you see that right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And as you do, you see that globe and you see in its light a creature that looks a bit like this.
Oh.
Step.
It's like Iceman after his second mutation.
Kind of steps forward, and you immediately know that these are specialized glass golems that were used in these procedures. For some reason, cutting and slicing into the bodies was part of the ritual to trap these souls, to create these soul-infused globes. And this one is marching its way towards you. And that's what we're going to call it.
Damn, dude.
Boo.
Well, at least just made
It looks like a glass Stormcast Annihilator from
Oh,
Warhammer.
good pull.
Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.